Wow. The Honorable Glenda Jones has snuck into the room first. Glenda, I think I've talked to you all day today. And Sister Barbara Kaufman is on. Good to see you. Coach Cassell Bell in Duval County, Florida. Jacksonville, who y'all playing tonight in the rain? E. Joyce Parrish is with us every single Friday night except one. Kathy Middleton, good to see you as well. Good to see Latasha Jarrett. Let me get this right. Glenda is first, Barbara is second, Cassell is three, Joyce is four, Kathy is five, Latasha is six, Felicia is seven, Gloria is eight. Gloria is eight. Sandra James is nine. And Patty from Florida Space Coast is 10. So we have two people from Florida in the top 10. Good to see all you all. And Bunny Ware is on from Savannah. Always good to see our friend Monia from Ruin Thai Cuisine on Broughton Street. Always a great place to eat as well. The game has been canceled in Jacksonville, so that means it rains. Didn't lose the game, but they didn't win it either as well. So thank you very much. Good to see Janine Glover on from Pooler, Georgia. Thank you for joining us. And Linda, you know how we do. Scott, good to see you. Oh, wow. Ashley, good to see you. I was looking for Bree tonight and did not see her. So I don't know what's going on, Junior, with that. Good to see Sister Barbara Foster on as well. Good to see you. Mike wants to know when we will have an answer. I don't know. Whenever they provide us it just closed like Tuesday, so I guess 30 days or so they'll send it to council and then it'll be public. Good to see Cynthia Moore on as well. Roseberry Mackey, Miss Mackey herself. Good to see you this week. Hope you're doing well. Mama Charlotte is on. Good evening. Lisa is on. Thank you for joining us, Lisa. Robert Richards is on. Cheryl is on. Lily Reddick is on. Krista, hope you are doing well. Hope today is better than last Friday, right? Paige is on with us. Brother Alan Wright is on from Philly. Good to see you, sir. Let me see. Tennille is on. Thank you for joining us. Christiana, happy Friday to you. Baquan Green, good evening to you. Barbara Pinckney, thank you. Thank you for giving my respect. Yes, good evening to you, young lady. Tam Reeds is in the house. Appreciate you, Tam, for what you do. Trey, good evening. Thank you so much to see you. Yes, it is the 30th reunion of Cloverdale this weekend. They're doing something tonight, and I can't be there right now because y'all know what happens on Friday. Good to see Jasmine, the citizen Polly, on from the Highlands, and I appreciate your advocacy this week. It is what it is, and it was what it was. Gene Coleman, good to see you as well. Good to see Vincent Smalls. Thank you for joining us. Richard and Joya, the Dinkins family, they are in the house. Thank you both for joining us as well. Christiana is worried about sirens heading north in the historic district. We'll figure that out as we go along. Jackie Grant is on. Thank you for joining us. Gene Edwards says good evening. Good to see you as well. Felicia JJ, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a good day doing God's work. Good to see Chef Steve Brown on. Doing a great job. Food was awesome last Saturday night. Stephen Brown is an amazing chef. So if you ever need him, check him out. He get down for it for real. Good to see Regina Young on. Thank you for joining us. Shaquila Ransom has joined us. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Camilla Flintstyle is on. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. And Karen Yvette has joined us. Thank you for being here with us. There's so much to talk about, and we will be getting to it shortly. Krista, yes, thank you. And I am looking forward. Thank you, Krista. I appreciate that. I got to tell you about, Krista, all the stuff I've been blamed for this week. All the stuff I've been blamed for this week. And I've just learned that, that just comes with the territory. So, people just don't know. Good to see you, my brother Desmond Duval on. Good to see you, sir. Mildred Washington from Maryland is on with us. Thank you. Sabrina Scales, thank you for joining us. Good to see Lady Annette Mitchell. She is on. Good to see you. I heard some top ladies were in town this week, and you didn't tell me. I heard they were looking around our city. Good to see Vanessa Young as well. Jamin is on as well. Mary Goldwire is on with us. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you for being on with us as well. Angie James is on. Thank you for joining us. Deanna Blige, good evening to you. Jim, good to see you as well. Shakila says, come to Texas, you miss me. Well, y'all come to Savannah. Y'all left us, right? Maurice Merriweather, good to see you. Happy Friday. Good to see my brother Mayor, the great mayor of Thunderbolt, Georgia, Mayor Dana Williams. Good to see you, sir. Thank you. Let's see, Mama Julia Carter is on. Thank you for joining us as well. Vanessa, I am frozen, but I am chosen. It just happens. Willie Brantley, good to see you as well. Martina Wright, happy Friday to you. Good to see Bishop Matthew Odom of the Temple of Glory Community Church. Good to see you. And Bishop, thank you for your prayers and your hospitality this week. It was amazing, and thank you for leading the Temple Nation, for being community oriented. It was good to spend time with you this week. Good to see Krista. Yes, we do, but still, we don't like it, right? Good to see Marsha Scott on with us as well. Shaka Smith is saying hello to everybody. Barbara Stuck, thank you so much for just being who you are. I know, when I just appreciate you, and you know why I appreciate you. When folk try to misrepresent me, I'm glad, your friends are who speak up for you when you're not in the room, so I appreciate you for that. Wow! Laura Renee Smith is here. Oh, I'm giving you some love. She's old school Friday Night Live, and we have not seen her from Pennsylvania in quite a while. Her birthday was last week, and she told me she goes to sleep early now, and that's no excuse. So she is on. We are glad to see you. So y'all welcome Laura L.R. Smith back. Good to see Deborah Grant as well. Rockin' Robin McDaniel Beck, all the way from Kansas City, Missouri. Thank you for joining us. And Dr. Bay herself from California. Again, amazing people, and she is an amazing doctor doing amazing work out there in California. Thank you for joining us as well. Marsha, I think I said, hey, Marsha already. Deborah Davis, thank you for joining us. Linda is on from Reno. I told you, we're all over the place. We have Reno, California, Kansas City. We have Florida. We have Maryland as well. Let me see. Christiana says, Governor is out, U.S. Senate out, Lieutenant Governor. For who? For who, Christiana? Let me see. Keith Kimball is on and Friday Night Live. Good to see you, sir. And the Bishop, thank you for being a general in the gospel in this community, showing everybody how to do it. And thank you, Krista. Keep praying for us. I appreciate that. Pastor Deborah Bullock is on. Good to see you as well. Dee Dee Middleton is on. We're glad that she's here. And Lita, where have you been, Lita? I looked for you. We were supposed to have a meeting today, and you didn't show up, and I was in my feelings about it. Terrific Terry Mobley has joined us. Good to see you as well. And Mary Goldwire, thank you, and thank you for your love of our little captain, and we appreciate that. Hey, my nail tech is on. Brenda Middleton. You would think that the man would have a nail tech, right? I have a nail tech. I've learned self-care is not selfish, and so Brenda Middleton, deals with these paws, and so I appreciate that and she does an amazing job. Thank you so much for that. Leslie says happy Friday to us. We say happy Friday to Leslie. Rita Yates is on. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Esther. I appreciate you, and thank you for joining us. Oh, Taylor says hi. Well, Taylor, let me tell you something, Taylor. Don't send your mama to speak to me, Taylor. You need to follow my page and you need to come on and say hi yourself. So I'm not saying hi to Taylor until Taylor joins this herself. Okay? And we appreciate Stacy Jennings. That's right, we celebrate literacy. So September the 29th, October the 4th, I'm going to be out reading to these kids. I'm going to be reading to them. Good to see Angela Kirkland. Thank you so much. And Tam, thank you. A.B. Whitney, thank you for joining us. Catherine Grant as well. Margarita is on as well. Good to see you. Rick Lee, hope you're doing well. Jackie Jones-White is on. And Erica Kane, wow. Erica Kane had time to join us today. Andrea Hall Houston is on. Leonard Young, Pastor William Eason is on with us. Thank you for joining us. And Brother Keith Kimball's on. Jerome Irvin, thank you for joining us. Monica Allman, Julia Dinkins, Ann Morris is on. And y'all getting in front of me, right? And Donica is on. Shirley, thank you for joining us as well. C. Nicole is on. Where have you been, C. Nicole? Tam, I will. Thank you all. And so let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Thank you all so much for joining us. It is Friday night. It is a wet Friday night in the greatest city on earth, and we appreciate you being here with us as well. Mandy Z, hey, good to see you. Thank you for coming out last week. We appreciate that. 3 people came out, but I appreciate you coming out as well to our council meeting. But anyway, time to get into it. Let's get started. A lot of stuff I want to talk about. First thing we want you to do, like the page, right? Like the page. I need you to like the page. Like this page. We are, Justin, I do too. Let's go ahead and like the page. Like the page. So that is Mayor Johnson, SAV. Shaka, all right, good. And good to see Faye on as well. Friend, hey friend. I hope you're feeling better. Y'all keep a prayer up for our youngest Friday Night Live member, Aviana. Wasn't feeling very well today, as I understand it. Could not go to school, so we are hoping and praying she gets better. Rita, I am looking forward to your children's book, and so thank you for that. Jim, I will talk about that in a minute. QVC, I was on QVC yesterday. Yesterday, let me tell you, in the last 2 days, yesterday morning, I was on CNN with Audie Cornish. Yesterday evening, I was on QVC. And this morning, I was on C-SPAN. And people were just like, I was praying, Bishop. I was, because they were trying me. And I was like, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. But anyway, good to see my brother, homeboy, Bobby Hopkins on as well. Thank you as well. Thank you. Marjorie Young, the Maven of Small Businesses on. Good to see Patricia Richardson. Hope you are feeling better. Wow. All right. So Nia is on. Now Nia is, it says Cast Technical. Are you from Detroit? But anyway, we're going to send some love out to Nia. Y'all go ahead and welcome Nia. This is her first Friday Night Live, so we are glad you're here with us. Michelle, Mr. Bill are on. Good to see Spencer Ellis White III. I appreciate that. Thank you. And we will talk a little bit about that, Leonard. Good to see Marlene on. Thank you for joining us as well. Aunt Ollie is on as well. Thank you. And A.B. Whitney, I want to talk a little bit about that Low Country Ball as well. And yes, as you know, Cliff McCurry is now watching Friday Night Live from heaven. He was our statesman, and he would join us. We appreciate that. Thank you, Bishop. Quadri is on as well. Thank you, Nia. Let's see. Ruin Tai. Oh, yeah. Well, look, Linda, if you're taking me to lunch, I'll go. Let me see. Wow, Monica Thornton has sauntered in, and she's just looking, checking out the surroundings, and she'll be gone in a minute. Jessica, yes, I was on QVC yesterday representing Savannah with Savannah's Candy Kitchen. So thank you all for that. I mean, it's always about our city. Beatrice, good to see you. Hola, ¿cómo está? As well. And thank you, Glenda, for letting us know. Rain Candy is on with us. Bobby, I will do that as well. So let's go ahead and get to it. First thing we do, we want you to like the page. We want you to share the page. We want you to share the video. We are not selfish with our love. Martina Wright, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And so first thing we do, we send out love to our girl Tara, right? And we still do that. For those of you who don't know, good to see Estella Hopkins on. Tara is a good friend of all of us. Michelle is on all the way from the Bahamas. Thank you for joining us. We are glad. I told you we're international, y'all. We are international. So good to see the Forsyth Park Alliance as well on with us. And let's see. Sandra Diggs, good evening to you. And then we send out love to our lupus warriors. Those are people who have lupus, but lupus does not have them. So we send this out as encouragement. We sent out 3 purple hearts, which is the color of lupus awareness, and the red heart for Friday Night Live. So we do that as well. Good to see Barbara Askew on. Thank you for joining us. And then we send out one for those that are dealing with multiple sclerosis. And so we have several of those out there. Marlene says, oh, y'all with COVID. Melissa's on. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We will send all of that out. Melissa, thank you for joining us. And so, for those of you wondering, because I've been asked, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been in this place? How many Friday nights have you spent in front of a computer, in front of a laptop, in front of an iPad, all over the world? People have asked us, and the answer is 283 weeks. 283 straight weeks. That's 1,982 days. That is 5 years and 5 months. That is 65 straight months. Every single Friday night, no matter where I am, no matter where you are. I have been all over the world. I have been in Ghana. I have been in Germany. I have been on the West Coast. I've been on the East Coast. I've been in the Bahamas. I've been on a cruise ship. You have been everywhere, but every single Friday night, we are together building community from Savannah, Georgia, all over the world. And we have people on tonight from the Bahamas. We have people from all over the country. And we do it. We do it. I don't do it because there are many people who do it and they're on by themselves. We do it together. We do it together. Stoney! My beautiful niece, Cheyenne Stoney, has joined us from Brooklyn, New York. So y'all show some love to my niece. My Deuce niece, and I know I love her. Molly, good to see you. I appreciate that. Christiana asked me that in a minute. Thank you, Bishop Odom. Thank you for keeping me in your prayers, and you know your prayers get through. Good to see Mary Hartley as well. Thank you, Tanya Bowens. Thank you for joining us. That's right, Jim. I have been on a plane. That's right. Thank you. So, Reggie, thank you. 283 weeks. We can't stop, won't stop. We're not going to stop. Priscilla Dickinson has joined us, and we're going to continue doing this as long as the Lord say we can do it and give us strength to do so. Now, lot to talk about, and that's right. Bishop Bernita Rivers Smalls did pass away this morning, and we send out prayers to her and her family and to her Mandingo family, which includes Mrs. Albernia Jackson as well. So, we loved Bishop Bernita. So, a lot to talk about, a lot. And where do I start? Well, I start good. Oh, got Councilman Jeff Booker from Seabright, New Jersey on. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. And where do we start? A lot to be able to talk about. So, it's raining, right? Um, Hey, Cassidy Williams, thank you for joining us. Glad you're here with us. And Rain Candy saying Brooklyn in the house. I appreciate that. Glad to see you on. Let me see. I'm going to have to figure this out because I'd be freezing. But anyway, a lot to talk about, and I'll go through them quickly, and then we'll get into what we're going to get into tonight. The first thing I want to talk about is that it's raining. Um, Good to see Audrey on, and I see both of Captain's girlfriends are on. One girlfriend is walking out talking to the other girlfriend. Good to see Tan on. Hope you are doing well. So let me see what I wanted to start with. So I wanted to start with the situation we find ourselves in. It's raining, and say what you want, say what you feel about climate change, but the truth of the matter is that it is wetter and it is hotter, and in Savannah some days it's hot and wet and then hot again. We are now approaching. Good to see Jody on and Darnell, and good to see Ned on as well. We are closely approaching the busy time for our hurricane season. Many of you all know our busy time of hurricane season is from September and October. So we are watching and praying. Good to see Royce on. Thank you for joining us. Um, this is the busy time for us. And so we understand that. And so y'all need to go ahead and get ready. Okay? So the other thing I wanted to tell you is, y'all, that Rona is back. Okay? COVID-19 is making a resurgence. In 2 states that touch us, there are demonstrable numbers indicating that um, COVID is up. And so, y'all, we have to protect ourselves. Um, some folk didn't take shots. Y'all weren't taking those shots, and you know, so that's fine if that's what you know, chose to do. But um, just protect yourself. Um, Always washing your hands, and don't be all up in people's faces. And if you're not feeling well, just go ahead and wear a mask. And so we want to make sure that people are being and remaining safe. Okay? So if you would help us do that, we would appreciate that. So everybody sitting out, saying out love to Stony. See, and even Dr. Bay says yes. Dr. Bay is an amazing physician out on the West Coast, and um, just don't take it seriously. Okay? Don't think that that time was in the past. I've had every COVID shot they have, and y'all know I don't like shots. I don't. I hate shots. I hate shots. But the reality is that I don't want to get sick either. So um, let's just make sure Audrey's grandson has COVID. So praying for him and all those that have COVID. So last Friday, as you know, hey, good to see Miss Cookie on. We had the boil advisory. It was a week ago. It was very inconvenient. I apologize again. That is what happens. The city of Savannah is the largest water utility in the region. I mean, we provide water for about 350,000 people every day. The city of Savannah does. We have about 80,000 metered accounts. We pull about 50 million gallons of water a day. 50 million gallons of water a day from our surface water, and then we do an extra like 18.7 million gallons of water a day from the Floridian aquifer. Good to see our cousin Marion Jones on. Thank you so much, and I'm sorry to hear about our cousin. As well, Miss Cookie is on, and Shauna Moss. Thank you, Mary. And Marlene, thank you. But we put out a lot of water. In 2024, our main system supplied 5.5 billion, would it be, gallons of groundwater and 1.4 billion gallons of surface water to our customers. And so we had an issue last week, and I really don't want to explain it because it's kind of hard to figure it out, but I'll try my best. So at our IND surface plant, we pull raw water from what's known as Abercorn Creek, which is a tributary of the Savannah River. And so we pull about 50 million gallons of water from Abercorn Creek, and then we treat it. And so during that process, we add something called alum. It's called aluminum sulfate, but it's called alum, A-L-U-M. And so it's a chemical that binds the particles in the raw water, the sediment. It just brings it all together, and it combines it all together and makes it drop into lumps at the bottom of the processing tank. And so from that, we're able to take clean water that remains and put that through the rest of our final filtration process. Well, what happened last week is for a while that did not happen. There was not enough alum in the water, and so therefore, because there was not enough alum in the water or alum in the water, the water was cloudy, which is called turbidity, Turbity, turbidity. Now, it doesn't mean anything is wrong with it. It just means the water is cloudy because the sediment from the wrong water is floating around. And so, as a result, we had talked with the folks at EPD and about what we wanted to do. So for about 3 hours last Friday, we exceeded the turbidity level for safe drinking water. We found that out ourselves, but we talked to our Georgia Environmental Protection Division, and when we talked to them, they said, hey, we have to issue a boil water advisory for our entire system, and that's what we did. I cannot remember in 22 years of being on council that we've ever had to do a full system-wide water advisory. And so it takes about 24 hours, 18 to 24 hours to test the water, which we did. And so that's why it took all day for us to figure it out. We figured we were fine. We were. And we lifted part of it, 75% of it, on Saturday night. And then by Sunday morning, we lifted up the rest of it. So I wanted to make sure that, that's what happened. Whoa, stop. It is good to see our Queen Mother, Friday Night Live. Mother Sadie Campbell has stepped into the room. Mother Sadie Campbell is 101 years old. On her own computer, on her own Facebook account, we are always very, very happy to see Mother Sadie Campbell. And so that's why I had to stop. And so giving it up to you, dear Queen Mother. Bernice is on as well. Carolyn Lovett, thank you for joining us. Jackie is on with us. Thank you. So I wanted to talk about that. Other thing I wanted to talk about was international paper. Um, Yesterday, out the clear blue sky, I'm up, I'm minding my own business, and got a call from first the folks from the Economic Development Authority, and then the folks from International Paper informing me in advance of a Workplace Reduction Act notice that the Savannah Mill and the Riceboro Mill of International Paper was shutting down effective like the last week of September, which is devastating. The Savannah Mill was built in the 1930s. Many of you know of it as Union Bag and Paper, Union Camp, and International Paper. It moved in 1935 from New Jersey to Savannah, and it was acquired by International Paper in 1999. They are our largest water customer. They get like 12.8 million gallons of water from us every day in the Savannah Mill, and then at Port Wentworth they get about 14.6 million gallons of water a day. But and there are literally 600 plus 670 some odd people affected from Savannah. We were informed that they're closing those mills by the end of September. And imagine if you get up to go to work and you get to work minding your own business, and you find out you don't have a job anymore, that your business with very, very little notice to you informed you that you don't have a job anymore. I mean, it is tragic. I can only imagine. I mean, these are our neighbors, these are our families, these are our friends, these are our children. They have mortgages, they have rent, they have car notes, they have student loans, they have to put food on their table, and my heart just went out to them. And so as a community, I will tell you that, there's not much we can do about that, but we can as a community. And I have called together our entire community, all of our big employers, all of our big economic development organizations, and I'm saying that we must do all that we can, and we're going to have a massive job fair. The good news for Savannah is two things. First of all, Savannah has a spirit to help, because that's just who we are. But then secondly, we have more jobs here than we have people. And so we're hoping that for those who want to continue to work, that we are able to help locate them or train them into a job that works for them. So stay tuned about that, but keep those folk at International Paper in your prayers. Let me see. What else? Hey, Jessica. Thank you, Rain Candy. Julia Dinkins is on. Good to see. Taco Falak, thank you for joining us. And yeah, thank you, Audrey. Linda Jordan is on from Roberta, Georgia, by way of Atlanta. Sandra Diggs, thank you for joining us as well. Scott, yes, we're keeping them in your prayers. The legend Tyrone Brown of the Harlem Globetrotters, he's on. Thank you for joining us as well. Yeah, we hate this. Yeah, well, we're here. Emory laid off almost 300 people. Wow. And Laura is letting us know. Wow, no severance. Well, I think the people at International Paper will be getting a severance because I think they're going to spend like $158 million for severance payments and other closure costs. And so we're going to make sure after 88 years, and again, we've had our challenges with International Paper. I mean, at one point, they were probably one of the largest polluters in our community. But we've continued to work with them as they've evolved and to be not only a better environmental partner, but also a better community partner. And they have improved drastically in that and being great partners with us. But we are concerned about the people that are affected. And so we certainly are going to do all we can to be able to help them. So I wanted to make sure I lifted that up as well. Um, uh, Jessica, I don't think that um, Anthony wants to know if I knew the water was contaminated in February. What are you talking about? Anthony, what are you talking about? We found out the water was contaminated on Friday, and we told people on Friday. I don't know what you're talking about. Patricia, I feel you. Jessica, independent contractors are generally independent contractors. They're not employed by the company, so I don't think they're going to get any severance. Tina Marie is on, so thank you for joining us. So I wanted to talk about that. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and it's a little hot. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it anyway because I think it requires some discussion around anyway. And I want to do what I can um, to at least address what we know. I think it's important to lift that. So many of you all have seen this video out there. Good to see D. Renee Floyd on video with some police officers effecting an arrest. And so that has been all over the place. It was a snippet, a 2-minute snippet of video that has become viral. And so, people are, issuing outrage, and I guess rightfully so about what it appeared. And it appeared to show a police officer that was fighting with someone or trying to arrest them and pulled out a gun and had the gun to the back of the person's head and said, "Don't make me shoot you in the head." So our chief has committed that when we have use of force issues or response to resistance issues, that he would review them within 24 hours. And so I think he has done that, and then there is moved on to a full investigation. All I know at this point was that apparently there was an 18-year-old young man who was on bond for aggravated assault. He was on bond with aggravated assault. Police recognized him from being in the area. He cut out, and he was detained. They found a gun on him, tried to arrest him, and there was, they tried to do a stop. The guy fled on a bicycle, and there was a pursuit. And then, as he fell to the ground, he was resisting arrest, so on and so forth. So the gentleman, the young man, had a gun on him, and it was a stolen gun. And the officer, during that point, pulled out the gun, trying to subdue him, and told him to, "Hey, Darlene, put the gun to his head." They did not have the gun, Rain Candy, at the time. At the time of the incident, it appears that the gun was that the gun was in his waistband, which he was reaching for. So I think that is what the challenge is. I don't know what the police are going to say about the appropriateness of the actions. Of course, I think it concerns all of us if a police officer is putting a gun to the back of somebody's head, which is why we have the incident review. I had just asked everyone to see what is going on and to wait until the police have made their determination, and then we'll just go from there. As I've said, if the investigation, hey, Eugene Ballard, good to see you. If the police investigation says the officer acted appropriately, then, we'll support the officer. If the police officer says if the police say that our police officer did not act appropriately, then we'll hold the officer accountable. I think that is the fair thing. But Eugene is right. We can't have it both ways. we are charged, and you all give us hell about getting dangerous folks off the street. And so I think that we should act in policy. We should um, treat people with dignity and respect. I insist that we do, but I'm also not tolerating people on bond um, with a gun that's resisting arrest. Because the moment that person gets away, um, the moment that person gets away and shoots somebody, then we are upset about what occurred. If that person shoots that police officer, we're over here telling telling that family um, that we're sorry about what occurred. So again, I mean, I'm not excusing what occurred. Again, as a police officer, I mean, I'm trying to wrap my mind. I mean, in the heat of battle, if I'm fighting for my life, I don't know what I might do, but I'll let the police department and I'll let the investigators determine whether that incident was in policy. But I know one thing: um, if you have a gun and you ain't supposed to have it, or if you're on bond and you ain't supposed to be doing bad stuff, don't do bad stuff. And if you're not supposed to have a gun, don't have a gun. And if you have a gun and the officer tells you to give up the gun or to stop, then don't fight. Don't fight. Because again, I'm insistent. Now, we had a young man killed last night. A young man was killed last night. This was our first homicide in over a month and a half. Now, we, you know, I don't know the details about that, but you're telling us as a community that you don't want people shot. You're saying you want our streets to be safe. And the reality is, everybody ain't being all kindly about it. And so, you know, again, I'm going to wait. I'm going to reserve judgment. I'm not going to say who's right or wrong. But what I will say is that our streets will be safe. And if you are on our streets doing illegal crap, we are going to arrest you. Now, we need to ensure that we protect your rights, and we need to make sure that we ensure due process, and I insist that we do that. But don't fight us either. Police officer gives you a lawful order, you put your hands up. If you have a gun, say, hey, I have a gun. I have a gun. Because the fact of the matter was, we got the gun anyway. And it was a stolen gun. It was a stolen gun. So, anyway. Oh, the alderwoman, Linda Wilder Bryant from the 3rd District, who she just has the great heart and does masterful work. We appreciate you being on with us as well. So anyway, those are the 3 things I wanted to talk about. 4 things I want to talk about: COVID. I want to talk about the rain. I wanted to talk about international paper. I wanted to talk about the water last week and this incident. And if there are any questions, I am opening up the floor for your questions, and we will answer it. I ask that you be respectful, because Nikki Simpson, my official, unofficial press secretary, is on, and don't give her work to do, okay? Good to see Kathy Boggs on with us as well. Again, I just say that, you know, we can't have it both ways. We just can't. Good to see Charlie on, all right? I mean, you know, I want our police, I expect our police to act within policy. I want them to act within policy. And I expect for them to act within policy. They should act within policy and act within the law. On the other end, don't have illegal guns. Don't be on bond doing crap you ain't supposed to be doing. And if a police officer gives you a lawful command, follow it. Don't run. Stop. Put your hands up. And for your safety and for the officer's safety, I have a gun. And just take the charge. Good to see Kristen Alexa on as well. And Terrence Pinckney is on. Is this Terrence Pinckney? Terrence Pinckney, or is this Ursula Pinckney? Which Pinckney is on? Good to see Angela Mack on, and we want you to move back, Angela. Come on back. We would love to have you here. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that as well. Um, and my my amazing daughter is on, Bree Bell, and I didn't realize she was on, but she is on, and Bree Bell does not play the radio, so I don't want my child to cut y'all out. So please be nice to her, okay? All right, let's see what we got. Thank you, Felicia. Uh, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you. Elizabeth Clark, hello. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Marlene. Marlene, thank you. Scott, yeah, it was really, really cool. Um, we are coming together. Oh, I have both. Wow, see, now I make the Dinkins have two separate ones, and so I think I'm gonna have to have Terrence, Pastor Terrence, and First Lady Ursula Pinky. I think I'm gonna have to separate y'all, you know. Thank you. I appreciate that, Sandra. QVC, yeah, let me tell you. We had QVC, they were with the Savannah Candy Kitchen. And so I got invited to come down, and I was on there twice. They were talking about crab cakes, and they were talking about pralines, and they were talking about a peach or apple pie. And so Savannah was featured right on the riverfront. It was beautiful. It was amazing. The QVC people were wonderful, and we appreciated them spotlighting our city. It was really, really cool. Again, to be on CNN that morning talking about Savannah, to be on C-SPAN this morning talking about Savannah, and then to be on QVC last night, yesterday evening was really, really, really cool. I didn't realize so many people watch QVC. People would text me and say, I see you on QVC. I'm like, y'all spend too much money. Um, let me answer C. Nicole's first, then I'll go to Christian. Savannah Mall right now is still privately owned. So the Yamacraw rebuilding, I met yesterday with some residents with Yamacraw. We are working with them and the Housing Authority. We're hoping to go ahead and get that knocked down soon so we can get to rebuilding. We want to make sure that in Yamacraw, the folks there that are there now, about 100 families will be able to come back, and we want them to be able to be placed appropriately. So Kristen wants to know about the Highlands. Well, as you know, it came up. We heard one thing in a meeting, and I'm not going to get into. Y'all know what happened, but somebody switched out on you all and said one thing, and then represented you all in a different way. I issued a veto, and it came back. And the folks that represented you, your direct representatives, except for me, you have 4, so 3 of them voted, quite strongly against you. And so I did not issue another veto, but I am insisting to be able to accelerate some things here. Again, I wanted to try to slow down development. There was nothing wrong with the developer. I think he is just and responsible, but we were just trying to help the infrastructure keep up with the development. So don't let your heart not be troubled, because I have not forgotten you, and I'm going to continue working with and for you, okay? Molly says the rain is so heavy. Hey, Camille Stewart, thank you, and I appreciate you too. Millicent wants to know, was he stopped because he was on bond or stopped because he violated his bond? So let me tell you about that. So I believe that the officer was already familiar with him from prior incidents, and had some information on him, and so they initiated he was on a bike and basically blew the stop sign, and so they initiated it with a traffic stop and the guy fled. I think that's kind of what I got. So it was a part of a traffic stop of sorts. That again, That's what the preliminary information is. We'll have to wait till the whole investigation comes out. All right? Um, Let me see. Thank you, Alderwoman Linda Waller Bryan. Travis Hunter is building a mother's house here in Savannah. We like that. Akeem, you want me to go back to New York? The weather is tripping. Oh. Wait, your mother and daughter is moving to Savannah from Manhattan? Well, make sure we know who they are, Laura Renee, because those are our folks. We're waiting for you to move down here to Savannah. So we're waiting on that. And yes, Shaka, yes, fairgrounds construction has begun. Good to see my colleague, Alderwoman Estella Shabazz. Thank you very much. Thank you, Linda, for letting us know. I appreciate that, Angela. We're not perfect, and so it amazes me sometimes that we have all of these perfect people that expect us to be perfect. We're not. We're not. I ask that, we not only extend grace, but let's just wait and see what happens. Everybody wants to pass judgment without seeing the whole thing. It was a 2-minute segment of video somebody got from their phone. The good news for us in Savannah is that our officers wear what's called body-worn cameras that they have to engage at the very beginning of an interaction. So we have at least 2 full-scale videos of the whole thing, and not just 2 minutes. People show you what they want you to see. We have to show the whole thing, so we'll be responsible. Kristen wants to know what's next for me after mayor. Well, there have been a lot of offers and possibilities. There have been folks coming to me about running for a variety of offices. Some have asked me to consider returning to council as either district alderman or alderman at large. I don't know. I've learned the older I get, when I get to where I have to make a decision, the Lord will let me know where to go. And it was a lesson I had to get older to see that at the end of the day, I will be where I need to be when I need to be there. So people are really saying, what's next? What's next? What's next? When I say it's up to the Lord, it's up to the Lord. I've learned the older I get, I'm a soldier on assignment. I'm on assignment. I'm a secret special agent. I get up every morning and I look for my orders. Some of you are not old enough to remember Mission Impossible, where they say your mission, should you choose to accept it. And so I kind of view my life in that context now. Van, your mission, should you choose to accept it. So I believe in 2027, when my time is drawing to an end, and December 31st, 2027, when I bid the mayor's office farewell, I believe the Lord will have an envelope in my spirit to say your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go here, or to run for this, or to do this, or to finally make some money, or to go sit your behind down somewhere, or go make some money, or go ahead and get married, or just chill. So, but thank you, Ms. Millicent. See, Nicole, the Fairground Housing Project is now in vertical. It's starting the construction process has begun. So, all right. So Trisha and Chad have been away. Where have y'all been? Now, we need to have court for Trisha and Chad Howard because y'all have been gone for a minute, and y'all know we don't play that. We missed you too, so we need to know. So, let me see. Shanita Young, wow. Hey, sweetie, thank you so much for all you do. I appreciate you. Kathy says the Cowboys are leading 24-10 to the Falcons. Really, it's preseason, okay? So thank you. So Scott says FEMA stepped up and approved repairs after a year from damage to Helen. Thank you, Scott. We appreciate that for letting us know that. And wow, the Tillmans have just landed. We know they have been out really finally enjoying themselves. So welcome back, Pastor Thurman Neal and Lady LaWanda Tillman, we missed you. I hope you had an amazing time as well. And I did the assignment. So just let me know what you think. Tina says, where do they park their RV in the city? There's a place I know on 17. There's one on the south side as well, I think. Hey, Rachel, how have you been? I'm going to give you some love. I'm really happy to see you, Rachel, and I hope you're doing well. Christiana says, go statewide. Camilla says, pray about it. I am going to do that. Alderwoman Shabazz is reporting to see Nicole's question. The old structures are coming down, so thank you for that. Chrisia, remedy street flooding when it downpours. No, I mean, the issue is that when it rains really, really hard for within a very short period of time, the pumps can't catch up. And we are relatively low land, and so the goal for us is to address much of it as we can. We're proposing a stormwater fee to be able to help us to keep our systems updated and stop doing it by piecemeal. Patricia said, do not go backwards. What do you mean go backwards? I'm going whatever the Lord tell me to do, Patricia. Thank you, Tricia. Tia is on as well. Thank you, Glenda. Thank you, Pastor Tillman. They treated me real, real nice over there at First African. So thank you so much as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Linda. Robert, we got 2 more years of Friday Night Live. If I'm around, I'll still. We'll get together on Friday nights. We might do Thursday Night Live too, and Wednesday Night Live as well. Rutherford County Chairman, I had been approached about that. We'll see. Tricia, yeah, okay, you've been traveling. Okay, we're glad that you're back. Christiana asked about the railroad crossings. Well, in Sploss, I know for the train crossing on President Street, that is our second project. I think Benton and Highlands is the first project, countywide project. So we want to address that on President Street. Garden City is something different. Thank you, Barbara Pinckney. I'm glad about that. I'm glad. The Weeping Time, the property, which was the old Bradley's Briarwood, Akeem, that property is now up for sale again. And so that's what they were talking about, whether the city was going to acquire it. It's the actual sale did not take place on the entire property. And so we're just trying to see what the deal is. So thank you. Thank you, Shawnee. I heard about that. Sister LaWanda says, hello, her phone is dead. Okay. Thank you, Shauna. Take my district back. I thought about it. Milo said, yes, there are. Hutchinson Island is being purchased and being developed rapidly. A lot of homes and things are out there. I'm not sure whether it's in the plans. There's no public plans for an amphitheater, but somebody probably might do it. Charmaine Miller Brown is on from Atlanta, Georgia, but she's a Sedanian. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Are there any other questions? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Climate Smart Communities Initiative, yes. We appreciate our Forsyth Park Alliance on, and that was Dixon Park and the Victorian neighborhood and our landmark historic district. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. I am so appreciative that you continue to use your Friday nights. Well, Angela, I think, given where you are, Angela, anywhere on the East Coast lately have been flooding. There have been people flooding they have never flooded before. I think you do one of two things. When you purchase your house, there are places and areas in the city that are not flooding as much. I've lived here now almost 30 years in this house, and my house has never been in danger of flooding. So Thomas wants to know about the traffic initiative at 204 around Georgetown. I do not know. It's a county and state project, so it's outside of the city of Savannah. But anyway, stay dry. If you don't have to go nowhere, don't go nowhere. Turn around, don't drown. Netflix and chill. Pluto and Kool-Aid. Tubi and some water. Know I love you. Know that I appreciate you all. Thank you for allowing me to serve the greatest city on earth. All right, Larry says there are 2 more shootings downtown. If we asked you, Savannah needs a new mayor. Well, Larry, we did not ask you. So since we did not ask you, Larry, have several seats. Thank you very much. I do not know Foresight. Send me a message and I will find out about the award and how we'll participate. Thank you, Kathy. They are in need of attention. Those are not city, they're owned by the railroad, but I am committed to trying to see how we can help to do that. Thank you, L.R. Smith. Thank you, Richard Dinkins. Yeah, thank you. To Sister Luana Ransom. We appreciate her and we wish her the best. Man, look, Larry needs to go sit down somewhere because see, he don't know that my unofficial press secretary is out there somewhere. Anyway, know I care about you. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Know that we love you. There's nothing that you can do about it. Jared, no, I'm not the thinnest skin. Just don't come for me unless I send for you. And if you play dumb games, you get dumb prizes. So that's the moral of the story. Thank you, Linda. Thank you all. Hey, Miranda, good to see you. Y'all have a great night. Good night, everybody. Thank you.